Oh, just what was going on with Bristol City against Oxford United? Since when have they ever defended set pieces so badly? Welcome back to 20 minutes of Bristol City chat. We've got Liam with us to review what was a horrendous result. Liam, what on earth happened?
Yeah, with just set pieces, absolutely dreadful at defending them today. Um, can't make excuses. I think Oxford completely deserved the 3 points. Set pieces aside, we just never really got going. We had too many players off of it, right through the spine of the team. Dickey was poor, Knight was poor, Reese was poor, Sykes was poor. Too many players. You can carry one or two maybe having an off day, but when it's four or five, you just you got no hope. So yeah, I think Oxford deserved it really, but there's not much more you can say on it really.
Yeah, let's have a look at some tweets from it there because there's a bit, I think, shock throughout the fan base. You could have gone second
Yeah,
above Stoke City, even with a point. But yeah, here we go. Greg says strange first half. Sees miles off it. Loose passes. Horrendous finishing by Reese. Another one off it. Vulnerable to the counter. It's a needless foul by Viner for their free kick. Yeah, we need some finish for the second half. That was before, of course, the other two. The other two goals went in. Yeah, Reese's finishing.
yeah, he was all over the place today. I don't know what's maybe he put Armstrong's boots on this morning. So yeah, he wasn't great. There was one opportunity he went through. He was through one on one. I don't know if it was a shot or cross, but it was terrible, whatever it was.
Um,
So yeah, he had an off day.
he's coming in for some stick. Viner. Robert says, we played into their hands. Viner poor for the first. He never learns. Him and Sykes have been shocking. Reese is finishing rubbish. Lino had a mare for the second. Just not looked at it. It's a row outside. We know what we're getting, and we play like that. Something special, God, please, yeah. I think that's fair. That I mean, you know what you're going to get with a Gary Rowe outside, don't you?
Yeah,
Do
I
you think
think
Struber's
Vinus.
misjudged it?
Um, yes and no. You like said, you know what you're going to get with a Rowett team. They're going to be hard to play against. Which Leicester found out last week. But I don't necessarily think Vinham's at fault for the first or second goal today. The first goal, he gave away a needless free kick out wide. I'll give him that. But then when the ball's flashed, it was a great delivery from the free kick. I'm not taking that away from him. But Rob Dickey's just let the player run behind him and score a free header. Now I'm old fashioned. The ball, it was an excellent ball. It was put right in the area where a defender doesn't want to touch it, but the keeper doesn't want to come for it. I would rather have seen Dickey go for the header and put it in his own net rather than let someone run in behind him and get a free header. So for me, the Dickey was the first one, and the second one, I'm going to put it on Jason Knight. It was a shocking clearance at the front post, and then when he's charged out to close it down, he's turned his back like this. If he had just faced it up and it hit him in the chest and gone elsewhere, we'd have gone in 1-0, and it's a different game then. 2-0 down at half time. We're chasing it. Nothing to take away from Pacheta for the finish there. It was a great finish.
Yeah,
But Jason Knight for me was a bit cowardly the way he turned his back on it. And that was one of my biggest bugbearers in midfielders. Just
yeah,
take it in the face.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
going to hurt for a few minutes.
you did get a goal back through your old friend Mametti. You weren't here last week when we were talking about him. So we can have a quick catch up with you now. Last week, of course, the thread was why are so many people harsh on him? Has he proven you wrong?
He's. I tell you, I did watch. Obviously, I watched it. I did land a comment in the section last week. Last week when he scored and assisted, that was the first time he's done it in his championship career. Now he's played over 100 games for us, and I've always said it's his consistency that lets him down. Now today he was probably one of the only ones that was trying to make things tick. Him and McCory down the left-hand side was where our danger was coming from, and I think Oxford got used to it. Once they nullified that, everything was coming left. Everything the first time was coming left. When Tanner came on for Atkinson to go, they brought Viner to the left. Why don't they switch it and go right? Because every Oxford player, I think, was stood towards our left-hand side of the pitch. Sykes and Tanner had acres on the right-hand side, but everything, even though they're facing that way, Dickey's turned back and he's coming back left, and it frustrates me. But Anis it was a hell of a goal today. We skipped inside. It was one of those as I'm going to fly in the top corner and land in Rowe's head. Luckily for him today, he's put it in the top bin. So shining light in the poor game.
Yeah, he deserves a bit more credit than fans give him. I know he flashes to deceive. I know he's inconsistent, but
yeah, I am guilty of it. Maybe I am too harsh with him, but I think that I hate the word potential. It's thrown around so much. What is he, 24 now? If he's got that potential, he should be reaching it at this age. It's if he could find more consistency. I mean, now I know he scored 3 games back to back. That's the consistency we need for someone that wants to be a top end championship player. So if you can do that week in week out and produce the goods, get the assists, get the goals. Again, I hate all the statisticians and he's done this, the XG. No, for me, watch football with your eyes. And you'll notice why I get frustrated with him, because he takes the one extra 2 touch, or the pass is just over hit, or not hit hard enough, or he makes the wrong decision. He goes left instead of going right, or vice versa. So he just needs to hone in on those parts of his game. Then I think he will be a very sought after player.
Okay. Weekly, we have the Armstrong debate, and of course, it's back again. Elliot says we need a goal. Yeah, we bring on Armstrong. Lol. Where do you again? We missed you last week, so let's just get your opinion on this. People are saying Fally needs more time, and just Armstrong shouldn't be being brought on in front of.
Yeah, I mean, he bought the pair of Struber. I have to say, Struber's got the substitutions all wrong today. I think it was 2-1 when he bought Armstrong. He bought Mule on as well, but he waited to the 86th minute. So they've got no time to make any impact whatsoever. So for me, that double substitution to bring them both on and go more attacking should have been when Mehmeti scored and we bought it 2, or maybe around the 65-minute mark. He left it too late today, Struber, but he had to bring on Armstrong and Mule because we needed a goal. We needed more attacking threat on the pitch. Now, I am one of those that thinks Mule should be getting more game time than Armstrong, because I think there is more potential. Again, that word potential, I think there's more to his game than what Armstrong offers. But on the flip side, having actually seen it today, the fact that Struber waited until the 86th minute, to me, says he hasn't got that much confidence in either of them to change a game. Maybe that's Pearson did it when he was in charge. When we played at Cardiff, he played an 18-year-old right back that had never played a minute Championship football. He started him in that derby, and that to me was a Pearson going, "I need help from the board." Maybe that's Struber's way of doing it, leaving it to the 86th minute and throwing on players that I don't. Now I've seen the way he is with them, I don't think he wholeheartedly trusts them. Time will tell, but yeah, I'm one of those that Mulu needs more time than 10 minutes here and there is not going to be good enough. He needs you can't keep flogging Reece every game.
Yeah. And of course, it's Reece who's going to take centre attention this weekend, as of course, Bristol City return to Preston. And I hope that Struber hasn't got it, that he can't beat teams that are difficult to break down and are physical in the midfield, because the last place you'd want to go, if that's the case, is against a hecking bottom side in Preston, who are looking pretty good, Liam.
Yeah, I think if he finds his shooting boots, I think we'll be all right. They definitely went missing today for Reece. So, but every player's allowed one bad game. I will go out and say that. I'm not slating him, but today was an off day. But next week, the one shining light is we've won all our away games. Oh no, we drew at Derby, didn't we? We were undefeated away. There's one way I got to know. We went to Sheffield United. No one thought we'd win 4-1 there. I thought Sheffield Wednesday would have been the banana skin last week. We went there. We should have been 5 or 6 up at half time. Obviously, they went to Portsmouth and won 2-0 yesterday. So then they push over in that sense. Yes, Preston beat Stoke, didn't they? 1-0 yesterday. So
They beat Derby. Yeah.
Oh, beat Derby 1-0. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah. Derby aren't great. We should have beaten them, but it was a momentary lapse of concentration. But I think it's a battle of the old mid-tablers again, isn't it? But at this point in time, it's battle for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think it'd been an interesting game. I think he needs to freshen up. We've had the same lineup for the last 3 weeks. today, Jason Knight needs a rest. Whichever way you look at it, he needs to have. He's played every minute last season. He's been away on national duty. He doesn't get a rest. He needs to find a way to bring him off, leave Randall on and bring Knight off. I know he's our captain, but that armband can go to Dickey. It can go to Viner. It can go elsewhere. McCory. We need to stop flogging. I know I said about flogging Reece every game. We need to stop doing it tonight as well. I know he can run all the time he wants, but he's going to get fatigued and he's going to get himself an injury. It was interesting to see no Max Bird today though, and there was no word to why that was. I'm assuming he's either ill or injured. But I'm hoping if he's fit, I think he should come in next week.
Right, let's hope it is just an off day then. Thank you very much, Liam. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you learn about Struber from this game? We'll get read some of these out next week. Finally, then we're also asking this week which player of the 11 so far needs more flowers than they've been given so far. Who's gone under the radar and we haven't really kind of heralded? Liam, which player do you think needs shouting out?
I'm going to throw my hat on Viner. I think he has been one of the steadiest players we've had so far this season. It would be easy to, like I said, go under the radar with it because obviously he's outshone by the likes of Randall and Knight. But Viner has been very steady this season so far. He's been Mr. Dependable. And I think I think I've alluded to it before. There's a lot more mistakes creeping into Dickey's game these days, and Viner seems to have to bail him out more often than not. So he's been doing that for me. He's been doing that more often than he should be doing so far this season. So I think Viner. I think he's gone under the radar a little bit.
Super. Let us know in the comments whether you agree or not. Super. Right, we shall leave it there then. Thank you very much for watching. Next week we'll of course review that Preston game. So join us for that. Thank you very much, Liam. Hope you can get over this one and have a good week in work. Enjoy your trip to Deepdale. We'll see you.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much.
And the whole team
See you
will
next
be back.
week.
Thanks so much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.